So now we have three different stories on why Jenna Ortega will not reprise her role as Tara Carpenter in Scream, why she won't be back in Scream 7. Now, everybody has their own theories and opinions and speculations, and feel free to put in the comment section what you think. Story number one is that she quit because of her scheduling conflict for filming season 2 of Wednesday, which is a pretty decent show. Okay, it sounds reasonable because there are some celebrities and certain actors and actresses that don't do too many projects all at once. Some of them just focus on one thing, or some can focus on two things. It just depends. For some reason, it didn't go that way with her. But again, that's what they said. The second story, and this one I think is the most likely story. It's not proven, but again, this is speculative, but most of the fans think that this is the real reason. Second reason is that she quit because they fired Melissa Barrera over her controversy, which was her comment on the Israel-Hamas Gaza situation. They deemed it a hate speech. They called her anti-Semitic. Of course, we know what she said, and we know that that wasn't the case. And I'm pretty sure that she was standing by her friend and her colleague, her co-star, in support. And I think she said, I'm not doing this movie if you're not going to bring Melissa back, because we play sisters in the movie, and you can't have one without the other. That's what I believe happened. And I think so here's the third one. Here's the third story that just came out a few days ago. This one is saying, and I find this hard to believe. I find it hard to believe. And if this is true, then maybe Jenna isn't, I don't know. I don't know why she took this path, but again, this is a maybe. The third one is that she supposedly attempted to negotiate a pay raise, a salary increase, and she supposedly demanded 7 figures for Scream 7. Now, I've seen the numbers before. I actually just tried to look them up now, but some of it I think is taken down. And I've seen numbers that show that in Scream 5, she supposedly got paid around $600,000 or $700,000. The 6th movie, she got around between $800,000 and $900,000. So she's supposedly asking for $1 million for the 7th film. And I guess it's because of the success of the 6th film, which grossed almost $170 million at the box office. Now, if that is true, and if that is what she did, then my only response to that is, okay, well, you see what happened with Neve Campbell, who played Sidney Prescott, who's been there since the beginning, since 1996. And she tried to negotiate a pay raise with them, and they didn't give her exactly what she wanted, so she quit. And maybe she assumed that the franchise would fail without her. And as you can see, the 6th movie grossed more money than the 5th one. Neve Campbell was in the first 5 movies. The 5th movie grossed about $139 million, and the 6th one got $169 million. So $30 million more. And so I thought that Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, and the rest of the cast, Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy, all them, I'm pretty sure they looked at that and said, well, you know what? We better just take what we have and just be happy about it and just be lucky that we have these roles. But if it is true that she came out and said that she tried to negotiate this raise and she's trying to do something that even Neve Campbell couldn't do, even though she's been there for over 20 years, it's like, I don't know. But like I said, I personally don't believe that is the case. Now, I could be wrong. Okay, for as much as I love Scream and I've seen all the movies 1,000 times, I don't work behind the scenes. I haven't talked to any producers or directors or writers or staffers or anybody who's behind it and does I don't know all the details of that. And I'm assuming at least 99 to 100% of you also don't know. So those are the 3 different reasons, the 3 different possible reasons why she left. She quit because Melissa was fired. She quit because of the scheduling conflicts with season 2 of Wednesday. She quit because of a pay dispute. Now, if you took away the aspect of, let's say, if you took away the Melissa factor and you're left with the 2 reasons, and then you say, okay, it's either scheduling conflicts with Wednesday or pay dispute, which one am I personally more likely to believe? I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards the Wednesday aspect. Again, this is all speculation, and we're free to have our opinions, and you just tell me what you think. So, either way, I don't know what's going to happen with Scream 7. I don't know if there's going to be a reboot or a remake. I don't know if they're going to find a way to continue the story, and let's say they put Sam in a mental institution because she is constantly hallucinating about Billy, and maybe Tara goes off to college and continue her studies, and then you still have Gail, you still have Kirby, you still have Mindy, Chad, possibly Danny. Danny is Sam's boyfriend in 6, so if she's not there, I don't know how much of a role he's going to play there. Not unless he could be the opening scene kill. He could be the opening killer, so he could be the first victim. So there's no telling what's going to happen with this. And you tell me what you think. Why do you think Jenna Ortega quit? We'll see what happens in the next movie.